Rule 15, crossing situations. Again, we're in the part of the book where we're inside of one another, and here it goes, explaining exactly what it is. It's a rather short rule. When two power-driven vessels are crossing as to involve risk of collision, the vessel, which has the other on her own starboard side, in this diagram, that's Bravo. Bravo has a vessel on her own starboard side, shall keep out of the way, and shall, if the circumstances of the case admit, avoid crossing ahead of the other vessel. Unlike the other rules with head-on and with overtaking, this doesn't say what kind of lights you would see. But what it does tell you is that risk of collision exists, ching, two power-driven vessels, ching, and we're inside of one another, right? So those three things are always what will bring you into a head-on or a crossing situation. Here you need to determine where, in reference to yourself, is this ship. So this power-driven vessel, if we are on vessel Bravo, the power-driven vessel Alpha is on our own starboard side. So we shall keep out of the way and shall avoid crossing ahead. So practically, what does that mean for the watchstanders on Bravo? Well, it doesn't mean gun it. So speeding up and crossing ahead of Alpha would be poor seamanship. Even if you got this relative vector for Alpha to shoot astern of you, that's still poor seamanship. You're still crossing ahead. They're telling you, if the circumstances of the case admit, avoid doing so. So what you should do instead would be to turn to starboard, to go astern of Alpha. Using the phrase shoot someone's stern, especially being on a warship, is a little bit too casual. So you want to pass astern of Alpha, and that you can do that by either slowing your speed or altering course to starboard. And if we remember from Rule 8, if there is sufficient sea room, alteration of course alone may be the most effective action to avoid a close-quartered situation. So when you're avoiding collision, alteration of course alone may be the most effective. But you need to make sure that it's large enough to be readily apparent to the other vessel, observing visually. So haul out in points on a compass, not degrees. If you're in a crossing situation and on vessel Bravo, alter course to starboard.